Recording this. Okay. Let's continue now. Creating few the remaining model stuff. So one is like we have to create the staircase, and there's one more steps kind of. Uh, I think it's made up of wood that we have to create. Okay. So for this, what I'll do is we just have to create a staircase. I'll just take a cylinder. I'm gonna place it over here. So I'm making it a bit smaller. Place it over here. Let's say one over here. And okay, I'm gonna duplicate this one over here. So then what I have to do is I need to include, I need to add an edge loop over here. One at this part, one at this part. Then over here, along with this, I had to add here, then here, and here. Okay. So go to face mode. I did deselect other area. Now let's say this is the place where we get, the railing part. I'm deselecting this also. Okay, so I'm deselecting the bottom, only the top I'm retaining, only the top faces. Now I extrude this, lift this up to here. Okay, so this has to be created. And this comes over here. And I'm going to duplicate this. I do rotate up to here. Let's say up to here. So one here. Still I need a bit, or even I can rotate. And I can do up to here. Okay. And I duplicate over here. Okay. So I have to make this smaller. This is, like we are creating railings. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate this. Okay, like this. Then what I'll do is I'll just take a simple, like one cube. So I'm just placing it here. Okay. I'm selecting all this. I deselect this and this. Keep only this one. And I'm duplicating this. And I group this. Modify center pivot. This comes over here. Let me just rotate this to 90. Bring it down. Okay. Okay. So we have created it up to here. Still, I think this needs to be extended. So I just duplicate this again, bring it to down. Okay. So this and this, I'm gonna delete this. So it's done. This and this, even it can go smaller. Like this. Okay. Then steps we need to create, which comes over here. It should be something like this. So I duplicate this, lift this up over here. And duplicate special, Shift D. Same way here also we have to do. I'm gonna duplicate this. Over here. Then Control D. Okay. So we place this. Okay. So in this view, how does it look? I think this is coming to front, so it's better. I'll just select all this, like all this, and I group it, modify center pivot, and I'm gonna push this little backside so that from this angle, yeah, it's something like this. Okay. So this part is done. I think only one thing is pending, that is wooden stairs or wooden steps kind of stuff. Okay, how do I do that or where? Okay, it's over here. Something like this I'll make to here. Over here. I duplicate this and I place it here, and I duplicate this over here. Again, duplicate this over here. Again, I duplicate this somewhere here. Okay. Then I duplicate this. I will make this thing a bit smaller. Like this. This has to be like a wooden log, right? Over here, I'll just place. Okay. And I'm gonna duplicate this one over here. I select both and I duplicate this. I'll be placing it here. Okay, so we have it up to here. Then it's kind of a tower, seems, like over there. Seems to be a tower over there. So I'm just creating it something like this. So I duplicate this, I place it over here. I'm gonna scale a bit down, then Shift D. Okay, something like this is there. Okay. Okay, something like this. A bit sort of mesh has been included over there. Okay. What else? I think most of the design part has been done. Now let's start cleaning the mesh. This is really important process. How do you do that? Select everything, edit, delete by type history, modify freeze transform, modify center pivot. This has to be done. Okay. Then go to outliner here. Whenever you do the model, make sure you clean everything. Okay, it has to be cleaned. So let's say if I see only the mesh are there, you can even rename all this mesh. Let's say this is what a warehouse roof. This is a building. You can combine or you can even group this. Okay, something like that. So all this, I would like to give it as a metal. Um, you can combine things over here. Um, for example, I select only the metal bars. Okay. So this over here, and I select this one and over there. Okay, don't select any other thing apart from this. So just check if anything is there, just deselect, go to wireframe mode, see only the railings should be selected. Okay, only railings are selected. Now what I'll do, I combine this, mesh, combine. Okay. So when you select this, edit, delete by type, history, modify, freeze transform, modify, center pivot. Now select only the steps, nothing else, only the steps. Okay. Now again, these things, edit, delete by history, edit unparent. We have done group also, right? Unparent, edit, delete by type history, modify center pivot, modify freeze transform. Now I'm doing group. Group I did, modify center pivot. Okay, this is steps. Steps group. You can rename this. This is railings. Okay. And all this to be wood, right? All this needs to be wood. So I'm selecting all this. This is a wooden texture, right? I need to apply wooden texture for material for this. Now I'm selecting this. I deselect this, I deselect this. Okay. Again, edit, delete by type history, modify freeze transform, modify center pivot. Then I'm making this as a group. This is again modify center pivot. And this group is called as wooden stairs. Okay, these are barrels, right? 3 different barrels are there. Okay, it's like I can select, say I select 1, 2, 3. I can rename it over here even as a barrel 1, 2, 3. Okay, how do you do that is you remember in rigging we have done it here. Just click on this, make it rename here as barrel. Barrel. So you get barrel 1, 2, 3. Barrel, barrel 1 and 3. Okay, fine. Now coming to the container. I'll select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just select this containers. So all the 6 containers or 7 containers, it has been renamed. Okay. Now this is building. This is warehouse. And this is roof. Warehouse roof. Okay. And this is no, a building, right? Or else let's do on I select all this and I'm gonna combine this. Mesh, combine. This is building 2. Done. Okay. Okay. 2. Okay. So all the renaming, everything is done. Again, I select everything, edit, delete by type, history. So just see if anything is missing. So when you click a plane, okay, this is ground. This is ground. So just see if anything is missing over here. Okay, this is polycube. Okay, this is polycube. This is window then. Okay, just see if anything is missing. Okay, if any group, unnecessary groups are there, you can even remove that. That's how you have to clean the things. Okay, you have everything. Okay, all set. Now outliner is clean. This outliner has to be clean when you do the model part. Okay. So now we are good with the model. Our next step has to be texturing. Any doubts up to here, guys? Bayabonga, MD, Kumalo, any doubts? Any doubts?
Still clear, sir.
Great. So this model, see, even in the industry, when you're working in an animation industry or a 3D game design company, this is how the model has to be. Okay, it has to be clean, it has to be named, make sure unwanted things are not there. Okay, now from this stage it will move to the texturing stage. Again, now in texturing stage, so what you have to understand is there is um, um, rusty texture. Seems this is also um, a metal, material. Basically, it's a container. So that's one we have to see here. So what I'll do is now I need to search for um, rusty textures and all, or rusty metals. Okay. Container texture. I'll see container texture. In the reference image, it is blue colored container is there. If required, we can go with blue color. We have a lot of blue color textures, not to worry. Okay. Um, okay, this is something, copyrighted, or I don't want to take that. Something without, watermark. Hmm, rusty old one looks better. Okay, this is one image I would like to take. Right click, save image, and I would like to save this in this PC, D drive, RSTP, SIM4, game environment, source image. Okay. See, this is what I'm, you know, which I'm looking for, but you search for different images. Okay. You search for, means based on your creativity, you search. Okay. This is another one which I would like to take. I would like to save this image. Okay, this also looks good because it is a bit rusty. I would like to take this. I save this image. And I like this also because this also, again, it is rusty. I would like to take this, save image. Okay, then let me just see what and all I have taken. RSTP, source images. Okay, this is too small. This is okay, this is okay. Fine then, let me just apply this photo 16. Okay, let me just go with this one. Or even, yeah, I think this is okay, better. From this view, I'm just taking it right. So what I'll do is I will do a mapping in z-axis, planar mapping in z-axis. Okay. Now right click, assign new material. Okay, this time I would like to go with Arnold shader. Okay. Here, there's one shader which is so popular and like for multi-purpose I can use AI standard surface. So when I take AI standard surface, I would like to rename this material. Okay. And this is container multi. That means multi-container texture I'm going to apply into this. So under color, under base color, click on this, and I would like to take an empty file, which is 2D empty file, and take not this one. Why it's not coming? This one. .jpeg. I'm just changing the format. It's not coming. Let me just open that in paint, and file save as 0 to JPEG. Not that file save as it is source files. Save. Now I'll come over here. I can see this. Take this. Great. See, I applied over here. Okay. This looks good. Okay. So, um, weight, if I increase 2, no, I cannot do that. It's 1 only. Okay, I think this is fine. Let's see. So when you look at this, you can see multicolored part. Now here, this view. So what I'll do is this and this. Okay, let's say I take this UV, I go with automatic mapping, and I select this. I go with automatic mapping, and I select this. Again, I go with automatic mapping. So for this and this, let me apply the existing material, that is container multi. Okay, which looks something like this. Okay. Now this one, I have to apply something different. Same thing what I'll do for this one, I will I'll unwrap in z-axis. Then I apply the same material, which is multi. It looks different. Okay. Then what I'll do, I'll go to UV. I just make it up to here so that I see only greenish tint. Okay. It looks different, right? Okay, now this part we have done. Now coming to this one, I just select this, right click, I assign new material. Again, I go with Arnold shader, which is Arnold standard surface. Now in Arnold standard surface, this is railing. Okay. Then what I'll do here, preset, you have preset, right? Click on this preset. See, how do you come to know there is something? If there is a star button here, star mark, that means you have some extra things here. Just see what and all you have and what is that you require. I want a brushed metal replaced to 100%. This is brushed metal now. Okay, now I select all this. I select this group, right click, I assign new material. Again, I go with Arnold shader, and this is wood. Okay, and let me pick wood texture. Wood texture. Okay, I think I had to get some wood texture. Let's see. Before that, let me see if any preset is. Okay, seems there was some network issue. Okay, am I audible? Babanga MD.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so fine then. I would like to apply wood material into this. So this will do remaining texture in the next class. Okay, so complete this up to here, and you can start working on the texturing part. Okay, so I'll upload this video and see you in the next class then. Bye, Bonga and MD. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you guys. Good day. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.